long, long ago. Because, folks, I'm old as fuck. Yeah, so
ain't nothing wrong with it.
I hope
We all
to
trying to get
learn
there.
from you guys who
Oh, you gonna
talk
learn a
about
lot.
your experience, because there's no fucking way on God's green earth I can experience what you experience, because this here is the whitest person alive. This here is 1,000 years of Scandinavian inbreeding. I don't know, but I want to learn.
Okay, well, just sit back and relax. You're gonna learn a lot.
Yeah.
You
So what you're
learn.
saying
let
is
me
you're
explain
whiter
to
than Mitt
you.
Romney in a snowstorm.
I
All right.
can't.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this real quick, and I'm going to let you get back to your show. To the
All right.
gentleman that was just up here, you quoted Ephesians 4:29, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Ephesians 4:29 and Colossians 3:8, what they represent is the Bible condemns speech that tears down or is obscene in a worldly way, but it includes strong language when it serves God's truth telling. See, when we're sitting there and we're talking about the Bible, especially all the good Christians, y'all act like Jesus came out there and he was talking to them people like, hey guys, you
Sure
know
wasn't.
what? I think we should do it like this, and that's going to be amazing. No, that's not true. Jesus spoke to people with furious anger.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all keep acting like God is Santa Claus. He's like, ho, 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 Merry Christmas. But y'all forget that God also exhibited furious anger, turning Lot's wife into a pillar of salt. Absolutely devastating Sodom and Gomorrah, tearing down the walls of Jericho, the flood. And I know it was the flood. And I know it was the blood. Jesus went to the cross to die for our sins. He was pierced in his side because he knew. See, God and Jesus and the Holy Spirit activate. They knew that we were going to fall short of the glory of God every single day, which is why in the Bible it says if you have faith the size of a mustard seed and you believe in Jesus, that you will still go to heaven.
Amen.
Now, where the hang up is during tribulation days when your works get put into the fire, and some of them will turn into gems and some of them will turn into ash. You just have to make sure you keep a balance in your life so that you have more gems than ash. But being a good Christian man, how you came up here and spoke to this good brother was detrimental and absolutely tanked your whole talking points because you came up here full of aggression and furious anger. And since we know in Matthew that the Bible says, judge not, lest ye be judged by the same measure by which you judge others, I think you kind of lost the plot, good guy.
That's why he got kicked off, because he was a dumbass and a racist.
I know, but let me go because y'all be up here, y'all be trying to do the most because you're all right.
Yes.
Because you're all right. You're all right. But God had said, we're supposed to love our neighbor as ourselves, meaning that we're supposed to be a mirror for one another. And your perspective, especially your understanding of the word of God, is a mirror and a reflection of the relationship that you choose to cultivate with God. And the message is, it's about the relationship that you choose to cultivate with one another. The fact that you don't understand how this man coming up here to this man's platform, disrespecting him and calling him outside his name in a racial term, absolutely warrants him using a racial epithet against him is insanity to me. Like what y'all want to talk about Carmelo being pushed with self-defense for him to kill someone, but someone returning to you the same level of word that you threw at them in a verbal joust is a problem? Y'all be kidding me. It's
I like all right. I let's call it what it was, an attack, and an unlawful attack at that.
Yes, that man did attack me because he came up here and he threatened me. He said he want to beat my ass.
I'm talking about the push, because everybody, it was a push. It was an attack. By law, it was an attack. It was
and by law, it would be.
It was an assault. By law, it was an
battery,
assault.
Actually.
Okay. It was an
if
assault.
We're going to talk
battery,
about,
right?
If we're going to, no, assault and battery are two different things.
Okay, battery, so what was it? Battery, right?
Interaction.
So you said it was battery, right?
It's battery. Yeah, it was battery.
Okay, so he was being battered and he defended himself.
All right, cool.
But he also did not use proportionality.
Correct.
And that's one thing that-
hold on, 1250. Hold on, 1250.
Proportionality.
Hold on, 1250. Hold on, hold on, hold on.
Intent.
1250. Hold on. That's the wife. If it's anybody I show reference to, it's the wife.
apologies.
You're good. You're good.
And the
Oh shit.
Hey, hold on. One second.
He's trying to apologize, baby. He's trying to apologize.
I don't need an
I
apology.
apologize.
I don't need an apology. The best
She
apology
said
is
she
change
don't
the behavior. I don't even need it. Just change the behavior. But in any event, it's about the proportionality, right? Because had he just pushed him back, then he would have been good to go and he wouldn't be in jail for 35 years. So no matter how you slice it, the fact that y'all consistently victimize someone that is in the grave to try to make justifications for what this young man did because you wanted to be one hand washes the other. And that is one thing I agree with the gentleman that he said, y'all wanted a quid pro quo. Listen, y'all let all these people go that did all of this. So just let him walk too. And they said no. It was no
Really quick.
deal. Y'all
I'm
go
trying to
ahead.
tell the kids.
I'm not gonna be.
Becky, close your door. Your
Bye.
office
I'm
door.
about to leave. Bye.
All right, love you. Hey, turn that down. Sorry, y'all. The kids had the TV.
All right, so
well, hold on, wait, because she brought up something, and I do have a lawyer on the panel. Really quick. So, Nick, really quick.
Yeah.
Where do you practice out of?
Sweden.
Sweden. Okay, but you understand how to read law a little bit.
Yeah.
All right. So let me. I want to put something on the screen, and I'm gonna read it to you, and then you tell me what you get from it. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So we have proportionality of force, which is self-defense under the Texas Penal Code, Chapter 9. The legal right to use force or deadly force requires that your response must be reasonably proportional to the threat faced. Non-deadly force under Texas Penal Code 931, you may use force when you reasonably believe it is immediately necessary to protect yourself against another's unlawful force. The law requires you to match the level of threat. Ergo, you generally cannot use a deadly weapon to counter an unarmed non-lethal shove. Deadly force under Texas Penal Code 932, deadly force is strictly proportional to extreme danger. You are only justified in using deadly force if you reasonably believe it is immediately necessary to protect yourself against death, serious bodily injury, or to prevent the commission of a certain violent crime like aggravated kidnapping, murder, or sexual assault. But you do have limitations. You cannot legally claim self-defense if you provoke the confrontation, were the initial aggressor, or were actively engaged in criminal activity other than Class C traffic violations. Excuse me one second.
Oh. Now, this is a lot of law.
I was muted this whole damn time. God damn it.
No, you want to mute it the entire
Mhm.
day. Now, this is a lot of law.
Mhm.
And I'm not entirely sure how I'm supposed to condense this into an understandable ruling. But off the gate,
Mhm.
you can't be in a place where somebody else has authority.
Mhm.
If somebody else has authority, they have the authority to eject you from that position.
Mhm.
And if these people, regardless of who they are, have the authority to eject you from that position, and you still apply your authority to interject,
Mhm.
then you have. This is just to make it sure. This is very, very circumstantial.
Yes.
I'm saying it out loud.
Mhm.
This is guesswork.
Mhm.
But if you at that position still move forward, as the prosecution claimed that he did,
Mhm.
then it doesn't matter whatever happened in that first section. It doesn't matter, because if he then asserts his dominion with knife, then it can't be a self-defense.
Gotcha. So that was the main point. That's the main point of contention.
Yeah.
You know, it's 12:50. You can come off mute, Big G. But that was the main point of
I'm on
contention.
mute.
You know, I thought you was.
Still?
No, I can hear you
I
now.
was just
Go
listening.
ahead.
I was listening. Like wifey said, I got to change my behavior, so I'm just gonna listen before I respond.
No, go ahead. You got it.
Law doesn't always equal justice. Remember that. Law doesn't always equal justice. Two completely different things.
Yeah. The thing is, right, and a lot of people don't. It's open areas in that explanation that you gave, to where it's the defendant's thought process, and people are ignoring the defendant's thought process. When you're talking about did he have authority to move him, he didn't. It was a public area, a public space. He could not get him to move. He didn't have to move by stand your ground laws in Texas. So Austin did not have authority. He wasn't an authority figure that can get him to remove himself. Where they got Carmelo Anthony at, and this is my belief, and I'm gonna stick to my belief, they got him on being a provocateur, because you can't claim self-defense if you provoked someone into touching you first.
Correct.
And that's what they held their hat on. Him provoking Austin to touch him, because they couldn't prove his intent or his knowingness to want to cause serious bodily harm to Austin Metcalf. And I know it's a lot of people like, what do you mean? He stabbed him in the chest. Yes, he stabbed him in the chest, right? But in that mindset, he could have still been like, I was just trying to get him off me. They didn't prove that he knew exactly where he stabbed him. They didn't prove that he purposely stabbed him there.
Well, then he had his hand and then he have his knife in his book bag. Then he have his hand in his book bag.
Okay, you have conflicting testimonies, right? Because you have someone who said that they grabbed the book bag away from him before he used the knife. So if they grabbed the book bag away from him before he used the knife, then they would have seen that he had a knife, shouldn't they? If he had it in his book bag and they took the book bag away from him, how did they not know he had a knife? You see what I'm saying? Because that was the problem with witness testimony. It was all over the place. You had some who said Austin was the first to say something to him. Then you had some that said Austin wasn't nowhere near what happened. Then you had some that said, I mean, not Austin, I meant to say Hunter. Sorry about that, y'all. I make their names up sometimes. They said Hunter was the first to speak to Carmelo Anthony. Hunter even said he was the first to speak in both interviews.
Really quick before we go forward, I'm trying to understand, because somebody said it in the chat before I said it. How does this relate to proportionality?
Proportionality, right, is based upon what he felt as danger. So if you got multiple people, right, because it's the possible cause of harm, possible, meaning a what if. So you have to put into factor not only the pushing, but where could the pushing lead to?
That's not proportionality.
This is where it comes in at, right?
Okay.
This is why the lawyer was going to argue that he wasn't approached by just one person. If you are approached by multiple people and you're going through it with multiple people, you can assume that these people will cause serious bodily harm to you by being multiple people. It's about assumption. That's why it's about what he was feeling in the moment.
Right, but you then would have to meet the reasonable man standard, or the reasonable standard, right? The reasonable standard is that hold on, let me bring up another guest. The reasonable standard is, would a reasonable person feel threatened just because two people walk up on you, right? Now, typically, yes, a reasonable person would feel threatened, excuse me, if more than one person walked up on you. But what we see in the video is that when Carmelo was sitting there, that Hunter was standing there, and Austin did approach Carmelo, but Austin was the only one to engage with Carmelo. So now the reasonable question is, if one person is engaging with you, then we talk about proportionality. Is that knife?
Okay, go ahead.
This lethal force, which is the using of the knife, is that equal, greater than, or less than the force, which is non-lethal from Austin's push? How is that you can't argue that? That's what proportionality is. Is when you're using equal force.
This is what I'm saying. See, people think that proportionality is force based, right? It's based on the force.
Yes,
and that's what people
just read.
That's what I'm listen to what you said though. The word force. That is why they downplayed how much force he used for the shove. Let's put it like that.
Okay.
Right? So that's the whole thing that people just glance over when it says the force. It's not the action, it's the force of the action. So if someone socks you and they cause brain damage to your head, because that can happen, right?
Yes, that can happen.
Things like that. So let's say if he shoved him with enough force that would have propelled him backwards to where he hit his head on the bleachers, and that can cause serious bodily injury.
But then the problem would be in that argument is that he did shove him, and it wasn't hard enough to knock him out the bleachers.
This is what I'm saying, right? It's not just about the initial force. It also takes in factor after the initial force of what can possibly happen.
Got you. But
it's different elements. Now, I'm not here, and you already know, I'm not here to say that he was completely innocent of a crime. But it still doesn't make it murder. That's what they still have to prove, that he intended to do it to make it murder.
And I said this to you before, and I say it again. He brought a knife. Okay, Nick, I'll ask you.
He brought a knife.
Nick, I'll ask you really quick.
Okay.
Nick, I'm being charged with murder. Part of that is I have to prove intent. I went to a club with a gun on me. And while I'm in this club, I have this gun on me. Not supposed to have this gun on me, but I have this gun on me. When I get into a verbal argument that's going to lead to a physical altercation, I defer to my gun as a warning or a threat. And then this person puts their hands on me, and then I shoot them with that gun. Does that prove intent? That I intended to use the gun?
Yes and no, because this is in the YSL trial.
Yes.
The same exact question was asked. If this person who wasn't actually charged with the possession of a gun, but through whatever reasons was still charged with a gun, they charged everybody with the possession of a gun, yada, yada, yada. But to get to that, to this, you need two different. You need to establish, first, you had the gun. You had the gun with an intent. That intent was to do something towards this fourth party. And if you can't establish the first one, I had a gun with the intent to protect myself. If you can't establish that, you don't have the rest of it. And this seems to be what you're explaining here with Mr.
1250.
Yeah. The establishment of you don't know the Mr. So all you have is, I have the weapon, I have what seems to be the intent, but you don't have the rest of it. Which in this case, when it comes to Anthony, when he can't prove the rest of the strain, he doesn't have anything.
Correct.
He has to prove the rest of the strain, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. 1250. Did you understand that?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. You have to prove the whole rest of the strand. Just him bringing a knife, and using the knife.
Yeah. He just bringing the knife means absolutely nothing. It is what happened with the knife.
There you go.
Yeah.
Doesn't it show that he at least for the minimum he had the readiness to use lethal force?
No. Not
necessarily.
That people like they was talking about the quick pro quo. People want to make something that's very complicated simple. It's very complicated when you get into the court of law, and you got to pay attention to the wordage.
Right.
Because wordage means everything.
But we just made a complicated thing simple. I'm sorry to cut you off. My bad. Go ahead.
Okay, so wordage mean everything, right? When you're talking about intent, the action was he stabbed him, right? The action was he stabbed him. The result of him stabbing him was he lost his life. Now you have to prove, did he want to take his life, or did he know that he was going to cause serious bodily injury?
Okay, now I'm glad that you brought that up.
That's where self-defense come into play, because now it's like, okay, I was in fear.
Well, if he was in fear, why didn't he leave? My bad, brother.
Let him finish.
But see, y'all say, why didn't he leave? My response to that is he didn't have to. So it doesn't matter.
Absolutely.
He didn't have to by law to leave. Now, morally, people will say,
okay,
look, morally, people will say, oh, why didn't he leave? And he could have just walked away. So could have Austin. Austin could have walked away as well, but he chose not to. So why not ask, why did Austin decide to put hands on him? Why didn't Austin just go walk away and go get somebody and get help?
Austin's not the one. Austin's not the one on trial here.
But
right?
but Austin is the one that lost his life.
Yes, but he's not the one on trial.
This is what I'm saying though, right? We're talking about in the court of public opinion, because that's what he's bringing up. He's bringing up a public opinion, or the court of public opinion, not a court situation.
Right, and that's what
I'm saying. So
right, but that's why I put the law. That's why I put the law. That's why I put the law on the screen. Right.
That's what I'm saying.
So we can look and see. So, Texas Penal Code, Chapter 19, criminal homicide. Types of criminal homicide. A person commits criminal homicide if he intentionally, knowingly, recklessly, or with criminal negligence causes the death of an individual. So that means that not some, but it can just be one of these. So let's start with A. A person commits criminal homicide if he intentionally, we don't know if he did that intentionally because we didn't hear from Carmelo Anthony. Knowingly, we don't know that he did it knowingly because we didn't hear from Carmelo Anthony. Recklessly, we do know that he did this recklessly because if he did not intend to kill him, then why did you stab him at all? Or with criminal negligence causes the death of an individual. How can we prove the death of an individual? Because Austin Metcalf is dead. Criminal homicide is murder, capital murder, manslaughter, or criminally negligent homicide. Now, this is where it gets tricky. Where is it? Right here. So we have to read 1, and then we can read the subsection that goes with it. So we have 1. Adequate cause means cause that would commonly produce a degree of anger, rage, resentment, or terror in a person of ordinary temper, sufficient to render the mind incapable of cool reflection. Then we have to read 2. Sudden passion means passion directly caused by and arising out of provocation by the individual killed or another acting with the person killed with passion arises at the time of the offense and is not solely the result of former provocation. This is where it gets Carmelo in trouble. A person commits an offense if the person, 1, intentionally or knowingly causes the death of an individual, or 2, intends to cause serious bodily injury and commits an act clearly dangerous to human life that causes the death of an individual. That's the problem, right? So when we're talking about him and the knife, him having the knife, him deferring to the knife, him reaching for the knife and saying, I got something in my bag, or touch me and find out, after he was provoking people that y'all not going to do nothing. Y'all a bunch of pussies and all this, that, and the other. When it came time for the altercation between him and Austin, he already had his hand on the knife. It was ready to go. It was unfolded.
Okay. So what you are explaining is one portion of that, right? Because when you get into the other portion of what Austin was saying, see, you're talking about where Carmelo said in response. Austin said Austin said he will beat his ass, which means he threatened physical harm.
That wasn't Austin that said it. That was Hunter that said that.
No, Austin said that. That's what the witness said.
So let me make sure I got this right. So Hunter said that I'm gonna beat your ass, or Austin said I'm gonna beat your ass.
Austin
it was
said
also
I'm gonna beat your ass.
It was also
That's what the
reported
witness
by
said.
it was also reported by a witness that Austin said, I'm not trying to fight you, bro.
Exactly.
So
That's what I'm saying. You're relying on witness testimony that is inconsistent. That's what
now. Let's say I agree with you that is inconsistent. Can we agree to that?
Yeah.
All right. What's not inconsistent?
Not to be judgmental, I have to fuck off.
Okay,
because
appreciate you.
It is currently
goddamn,
it's like what, 2:30, like 2:30 over there.
It's like 3:30 in the morning.
God damn.
I wish I could be here and render my explanation, but I'm quite sure he will send it off to me.
Yeah.
And folks, subscribe to subscribe to Satellite and everything. I will try to get on Saturday.
Okay.
Bring it on. I will try to explain it out of my perspective. Now, my perspective is the whitest person who has ever been alive. This here is 1,000 years of Scandinavian inbreeding. I don't know everything, but I want to learn. But seriously, thank you for inviting me. I hope I gave you some clarity.
A little bit. Yeah.
But if you want me to still move on here, just subscribe to my channel and say me, get over there.
I appreciate you stopping by, Nick. Go get you some sleep, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate you, Nick.
Yes, I will, because this guy here is doing important work.
Absolutely.
Folks, thank you. And until I see you again, hug your family unless your family is crap, then screw them and give your love to the people who deserve it.
Good night, Nick. Have a good one.
See you.
Peace out,
Bye-bye.
Nick. Au revoir.
All right, Nick. Appreciate you.
All right, cool. Bro, speak. What's going on? All right, so getting back to it. Yeah, Nick is quite tipsy. Listen, it's only one person I know or knew, because he's dead now, unfortunately, was my guy Jeff. It's only one person I know who drinks as much as Nick does.
You muted,
I
man.
can't drink that damn much. You said I'm muted?
No, we heard you.
I heard you.
Oh, okay, cool. But yeah, so you said it was another portion that we're not discussing, or that's being left
like
out?
you're when you described it, all you talked about was what they said Carmelo said. People forget what was said from Austin, and people don't use common sense. You're talking about two 17-year-old kids, and Austin was known to have a temper problem. His mother even just said it. Him and his brother were known to have temper problems. So I'm supposed to be led to believe that two 17-year-olds that are having a pissing contest, and one of them is asking nicely for the other one to leave. It's more that was not said on Austin's side. But of course, like you said, Austin isn't on trial. Carmelo is. So I call it extra sauce in the chili. That's what they was putting on it. But anywho,
yeah, I'm surprised
when you was doing the reading
on the girl.
of the
I'm
laws.
surprised. Hold on one second. I'm surprised they didn't bring on the girl who said that everybody.
Can y'all
knows
hear
Carmelo.
Cell? Because I can't.
You might have to go out and come back in.
Yeah, you might have to restart, brother.
Somebody tell him go out and come back in. But yeah, I'm surprised they didn't bring on the little girl that they interviewed. I think it was a day or two after it happened, and they was like, "Yeah, we all know Carmelo. He's a fighter. We know that he likes to fight people."
Yeah, it turned out she was just trying to get clout. That's why.
Yep. Yeah. So all of that is important, but it wasn't introduced. Let me bring KP.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well,
like none of. Go ahead. My bad.
1250. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, but the reason why I'm just like, you ever play sports before?
Yeah.
What sport you play? Basketball,
All
football,
of
track?
them.
Okay.
All of them.
So you know where your team say, like, okay, if you remember back when we was doing track and field, where your team literally sat at was basically y'all locker room, correct? Because we didn't have a locker room when it came to track.
I see where you're going with this, and this the pushback I give on that, right? Track and field is completely different from all the other sports. We all
Well, you can also let me finish too. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
You can also let me finish. My bad, brother. So what I'm saying is, it's basically the section where you're at is
be respectful. We gotta step away for just a second.
So basically, the section where you're sitting at, right? You don't have a locker room. In most places, you don't have a locker room when it comes to track and field. You have a section that you sit at. You put all your personal materials, your wallet, phone, whatever, right? And so by Austin being under that tent, like, let's just be real. Come on, bruh. You know, like you know y'all competing, your school competing with his school. I would have been like, if I was 17 years old back then, I would have, if I was Austin, I would have been like, yo, what the fuck you doing? You know you ain't supposed to be under this tent. Right? Can we agree to that?
All right, so you're asking me a question?
Yeah, 1250. Like, can we agree to that, right?
All right. So he wasn't under the tent. He was behind the tent by one bleacher.
You never get a straight answer, bro.
What do you mean? I'm giving you a straight answer, but let's get the facts straight. Let's get the facts straight, though. He wasn't in the tent. He was behind the tent by one bleacher. So can we get the facts straight? Okay. So this whole, it was this, right? He went over there because he was invited over there. And he was talking to somebody that he normally talked to. And they were having a conversation. Hunter was the one that said something first. It wasn't Austin. It was Hunter. He didn't like Carmelo allegedly calling their football team trash. Now, Hunter even admitted that he wasn't talking directly to Hunter when he said it. So that means he was having a whole nother conversation with somebody else. And Hunter didn't like what he said. So I get the whole notion, you're an enemy, don't sit over here by us. I get that. Like I said, I play sports. I went on the other side of the bleachers too. And we shot the stuff, we did what we did. It happens, right? I get the whole talk and points that everybody is using. So I understand why they did it. The thing is, he didn't have to move by law. That's the fact of the matter. So I understand everybody point like, he should have just left. Yeah, he should have. He didn't.
All right, I'm back.
And that's why we're here. But y'all can go.
So basically, niggas don't got respect is basically what you're saying. Because I'll be real with you, bro. The same situation has happened to me before. And you know what I did? I fucking left. Because I'm like, you know what? At the end of the day, I was just like, you know what? My fault. You're all right. Even though I knew half of the people there, I'm like, you know what? My fault. We catch up after this shit, after we finish whooping y'all asses. In which we actually did, hell. I qualified for state that match. But hey, it is what it is, man.
No, like I said, I agree with you. I understand the logic because me personally, I would have walked away too. Right? Because because that's how I am. I'm not afraid of somebody else. I'm afraid of what I'm going to do. So I'm going to walk away. But what I deal with is what we can talk about that actually happened, which was the facts. He didn't. But did he have to? No.
Holy
we can argue about what should have been and what could have been, but that ain't what happened. That ain't what took place.
Okay, what law said that he had the right to be at that tent?
Stand your ground.
That's not his property.
Neither is it Austin's, and it was public property.
Well,
It's not
technically,
public
it's
property. That belongs to
Okay.
the school.
And he's an attendant of that county. So therefore,
But not
that's the
that
right
school.
that he had.
That's not
Huh?
the right he had.
So he can't just go sit on bleachers now? No one is allowed to go sit on bleachers.
He's not allowed to sit on that side of the bleachers.
How
That's
is not
not
allowed
his-
to sit on that?
that's-
Was it?
That's
Okay,
that.
question.
That's not his. That's not that team's. In that team spot.
Okay. Did they have it? Did they have it written in black and white that he couldn't sit there?
Does he have it in black and white that he could?
No.
Exactly.
Okay, then. So he don't have that right. That's not his spot. It's not. It doesn't belong to him. So that stand your ground don't mean anything on that point.
How don't it? It's the law. You're
It's
in a
not
court
the
of
law.
law. How does that not? How does that? This is what I'm seeing.
You can't stand your
Are you trying
ground
to
on a
say-
place that's not yours.
Hold on.
It's not his.
Are you trying to say stand your ground or castle doctrine?
No, stand your ground. Texas has stand your ground, meaning if I'm in a public area, I have the right to stand and be where I am at.
That's
As long
not.
as I'm not
That's
on
not a
someone's
public
property.
area. It's a private area.
So, few things. One, because we gotta tackle the things as they come to us. Also, why is my Jack Daniels bottle showing up on my camera? So, stand your ground, Texas. Let's look it up so we can all be educated. Share this tab, and then we're gonna isolate. All right. So, Texas is a stand your ground state, meaning you have no legal duty to retreat before using force to protect yourself. If you are in a place you have a legal right to be, are not engaged in criminal activity, and did not provoke the attacker. No duty to retreat. You do not have to back down or attempt to flee before using reasonable force. That's always going to be your problem right there.
Right there.
Because reasonable force is always going to be the problem.
And
So
look
you
at
can't-
proportionality.
This is
Hold on, wait, wait,
Proportionality
wait,
is
let me-
next. Read
hold on,
proportionality.
Wait. Nobody jump in for a second. So you do not have to back down or attempt to flee before using reasonable force, because you have to be, the force that you use has to be reasonable. So he can't claim stand your ground if the force that he used was not reasonable force, if it was not within proportionality standards. Provided you are legally present, unarmed or lawfully armed, and didn't start the confrontation. Let's ask about the confrontation. There was multiple witness testimony that Carmelo Anthony was the provocateur. You cannot claim stand your ground if I'm causing the incident and then you do something to me and then I do something back to you to take your life, or that may result in you losing your life. Can't claim stand your ground. Can't claim self-defense. Go ahead. Y'all got it.
None of that matters. So y'all losing, man. Y'all were winning before, but y'all losing now. The woke
What do you-
are slaughtering the coons, dog.
Oh, man. Here you go with your racist.
They can
What you
kill
mean?
y'all, bro.
Hey, you
They
can
have an
believe that.
entire new legal team now. There are countless content
Mm-mm.
creators with witnesses
Reese.
out the ass with video. Their forensics is much better than yours. They have found predator.
Reese is trolling.
They have found goat. They're crushing you, dog.
Hey
Throw in the
Reese,
towel.
how they doing that when the one of the lawyers on the appellate team for Carmelo's appeal?
Yeah.
How is that possible when he just put out a post on Twitter where he's talking big shit about the Carmelo Anthony parents? He said that the Carmelo, he said yes, one of his new lawyers put on Twitter saying that his parents was ruining Carmelo Anthony's case and chance for an appeal by doing a PR tour. And people is livid about it.
I'm
But you're
pretty
right.
sure the woke
You're
are
right.
going to find out he's a fraud. They're going to do their homework like they always do. Yo.
Oh, they should have knew. They should have knew he was a fraud when he got pulled over for drunk driving and threatened a police officer back in 2012.
How do you explain the predator?
Hey, bruh, I don't know, but they said it's
Hey,
gonna
this nigga work for
work.
feds, nigga.
I don't know these
so,
things.
What, so his own lawyer is shitting on his parents.
Yes.
Yes.
And y'all expect him to get out?
Yes.
Show the post. Show the post.
I'm looking for it right now.
Go ahead and find it, Sil. But Sil, remember when this first came out with the video? I told you the goalpost was gonna be picked up and moved. It's all the way down the street now. It's 100 yards down the street. It's
Hey,
like
Sil, all jokes aside, right? You don't want this kid to be in jail for 35 years, right?
I think he should get life.
Why, yo?
Because he took someone's life.
This kid is not the Pookie that we hate.
What that mean?
He intentionally stabbed somebody in the chest. What do you think? What's in the chest? Your heart and your lungs.
I think he overreacted.
That's intentional.
Listen, I think he overreacted, and I think he had at least about 10% tough guy in him because the kids of today have been subjected to so much bullshit that they're all.
It doesn't matter.
It don't matter, bro. He going to jail for a long time.
It don't matter. He intentionally was going to cause silly bodily injury. That's the definition for murder. You stabbing somebody in the chest. You stabbing somebody in the mass. You intend to stop him.
Well,
You're not intending just to injure. I'm sorry. You're intending to stop him.
I'm not disagreeing with none of that. But think what I'm saying, right?
Hold on a second. Here's the post. Hold on for a second.
Yeah.
It says 35 years, they showed no mercy. This is Justin Moore. This is one of the people that's on Carmelo's dream team, right? Wow. He says 35 years, they showed no mercy. Kind of hard when the defendant's parents had a press conference mocking the dead victims. God damn.
Hey, Sil.
Yes, sir.
Sil.
Yes, sir.
You know that's fake, right?
It is?
Yeah.
Let me go look and see. Hold on, let me go look and see. Justin Moore.
I hope
it better be fake.
It gotta be.
It better be fake. That looks like it's on Facebook too.
Because if it ain't fake, good luck, Carmelo. You about to do that 17.
My money is on fake right now.
All right.
My money is he gonna do at least 20 years. Look, man. I said this when it first came out when the video jumped. I said they was gonna move the goalpost. They did. Now they on a deflection tactic. Remember, Sil, I told you I knew he was cooked before because you didn't see the Jerry Carroll or Al or Ben Crump and them show up when it first went down.
Okay.
Now they show up to do an appeal because they about to get their
Boy, your sound.
Yeah, you just went.
You went from Xfinity to goddamn Burger King Wi-Fi, bro.
He said Burger King. He said Burger King.
No, he went from
ain't having it your way, brother.
He went to dial up.
AOL.
All right, let me look and see if this is true, because if it's not true, I'm gonna be pissed off.
Hey, Sal, bro, I'm gonna send you $5, bro. Can you please play that video one more time? That nigga snatching that baby chain off.
Oh, when him snatching the chain off when he was cussing me out?
Yo, that noodle string chain, goddamn,
that shit was amazing.
You could go fishing with that bitch.
Yo, can y'all believe this Predator shit that's out there?
You said what?
The Predator in the video. Can you believe that?
Yeah, I'm the one that told everybody about it. You talking about this nigga right here? Hold on.
No,
you talking about this guy?
No. I don't think you understand what I'm talking about. I don't think you understand what you've seen the movie Predator, right?
Absolutely.
You've seen how he can cloak himself and disappear into the forest, even though he's right in front of you, right?
Absolutely.
These niggas got a video out with a human being, yo. I don't know how to fucking describe this shit.
All right, let me play this right quick.
There's an image walking by the tent, dog, but it's not a human being. It's like a cloak, and they're saying it was the human being was edited out, and it looks like the Predator.
Oh my God.
I seen that goofy.
Yo,
shit.
when I saw that shit, I fell out this fucking chair and almost killed my cat, man.
Damn, don't be killing the cat.
Never laughed that hard.
Don't kill the cat. Dang.
All right, hold up, y'all. Let me play this right quick. Let me play this right quick.
This shit has gone too
on the internet to come up here and say something about Carmelo, Black America, and damn all the people who done died for you to wear that chain on your neck because you still a goddamn slave, punk.
Really?
And I really want listen. Fuck all that.
So you
I
mean
know
the same
this your
chain
channel.
that you wearing? You
Hold
mean
on, hold on.
the same chain
it's
you
your
wearing on
channel.
your neck, brother?
It's your channel. It's
The
your
same,
channel. Fuck
the
this
same
chain.
chain you okay?
You
Fuck the chain. Congratulations.
There was no movement in the neck, nigga. That was the easiest chain pull ever, nigga.
That shit didn't have no
God
clamp on it. It had a fucking, it was tied on with string.
Yo, that shit was tied on with a goddamn. I remember back in the day when your chain used to break, you used to use what was them fuckers? God damn it, you clip what is it? Paper clipper.
Shit. Yeah.
Paper clips.
Yeah.
A safety pin.
Yeah.
Yeah, safety pin.
Safety pin. Yeah. I had to do that to a few chains. Yeah.
Hey,
So,
you gotta have more compassion for the wokes, though. Man.
You saw what?
You gotta
This
have
is-
some more empathy and compassion for the wokes and understand where they're coming from, bro.
You're right. My bad. Let's listen to
Especially
what
Mike,
else.
if you was woke at one time.
Right. Let's listen to what else he had. Let's listen to some more of his wokeness.
Don't worry about that. I don't worry
Cool.
about that.
Bet.
I don't worry about that.
Uh-huh.
But you are a detriment to the black community, not
I'm a
nobody
detriment
else.
to the black. Okay. Go ahead. You got it.
Yes.
How am I a detriment? Tell me how I'm a detriment.
Okay. For someone defending themselves as a black man, you just because he killed them don't mean shit. How many ancestors done been killed?
Yo, I'm so tired. Yo, what the fuck, man?
Yo, this nigga look like
Every time something
you a
happens,
slave.
I'm just trying to understand why is he shirtless outside? I just
look like
he's
you a
shirtless.
slave, bro. He looked like he escaped.
Hey, 1250, you told him to click my link, didn't you? You told him to click my link, didn't you, 1250?
What happened?
This guy, you told this guy to click
This
my
nigga
link.
look like he escaped the slave block.
This guy right here.
I had 500 shillings for you, sir.
I don't know that
Nigga
guy.
got
bro.
hair growing out of his
You
neck.
don't know this guy? Hold on, because he was mad about my chain. He was mad. He suffered from poverty. Listen to him, 1250.
You still a goddamn slave, punk.
Really?
And I really want listen. Fuck all that.
So you
I
mean
know
the same
it's your
chain
channel.
that you wearing? You
Hold
mean
on,
the same
it's
chain
your
you wearing on
channel.
your neck, brother?
It's your channel. It's
The
your
same,
channel. Fuck
the
this
same
chain.
chain you were. Okay,
You
cool, fuck the chain.
Don't worry
Congratulations.
about that.
That was easier
We're
than
gonna fish for catfish tonight, baby. We're gonna use my chain.
Why you tell this man click my link, bro?
I don't even know that man. Oh man, y'all cold.
Oh my
Y'all
God,
some
bro.
watch right now, man.
I want him back.
He
I'm
was
telling you, man. Y'all conservatives be
mad.
different.
What you mean?
Y'all just group everybody into a certain category, huh?
See, there you go. Now you sound like the other guy. I'm not grouping. I'm talking about
I don't
him.
know, man.
I ain't say them. I said him.
You just assumed that I sent him on you and I don't even know him. Why
It
is
was
that?
a joke. It was a joke.
Why
It was
is
a joke.
that?
Because he light skinned. Okay, fine. All right, here go my racism. Because he light skinned just like you.
That nigga ain't light skinned,
No
bro.
light
Hell
skin.
no. We don't claim that
Hell
nigga.
no. That
We don't
dude
claim
is
him.
Yeah.
that dude
Hey,
is
man,
brown, man. It's not no
Nah,
light skinned guy.
Hey,
So
man,
now all y'all-
you done made that man break his chain. Now he got to pay $5 to get it fixed.
That nigga got paid 40 shillings to fix that shit.
But wait, this is the crazy part. This is when he first came up because I didn't even say anything to make him mad. Watch. New caller, who this? Hold on for a second in the back. What's going on, brother? How may I be of assistance to you?
You not no assist.
Hey, what
You're
you
a
got?
detriment to the black community.
I'm a detriment to the
That's what
black
you are.
community.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, by all
You-
means, brother, you got
Hey,
the flow.
bro.
Go ahead.
Bro got his
Now, how
kids
you gonna-
chain on. Come on,
Man,
homie. With your
My
shirt
grandma
on,
gave me
homie?
that chain, bro. My grandma
You
gave me
got a
that
shirt
chain.
on and a chain, but you got the other guy with a chain on.
Old
You
enough
said
to
what?
Got
remember
his
Cracker
shirt
Jacks.
off with the chain, buddy.
Y'all remember
Wow,
Cracker Jacks, y'all?
Yeah, I remember Cracker Jacks.
When they had the jewelry in it and shit.
Mm.
No, I ain't gonna hold
Yeah,
you.
that
Oh,
shit
shit.
you got from Walgreens. Come on, bro. What we doing?
He got out the gumball
Buddy,
machine.
wow.
You put 25 cents. That chain came out.
Y'all ain't shit. Y'all ain't
That's
shit.
Jordan
Buddy, wow,
Boy.
inside the book.
Hey, don't play.
Yo, when he got that chain out that a gumball machine, he's like, I'm about to kill these hoes with this shit, boy.
Buddy out of pocket, man.
Hey, wait, because it gets worse. Just keep watching. It gets worse.
And defend white culture, and they done killed all your ancestors, all of them. And you supposed to have the balls and galls because you on the internet to come up here and say something about Carmelo, Black America, and damn all the people who done died for you to wear that chain on your neck because you still a goddamn slave, punk.
Really?
And I really want listen, fuck all that.
So you mean the same chain that you wear? You mean the same chain you wearing on your neck, brother?
It's your channel. It's
the
your
same,
channel.
the same chain you wear. Okay, cool. Fuck the chain. Congratulations.
I don't worry about that. But you are a detriment to the black community, not
I'm
nobody
a detriment
else.
to the black. Okay, go ahead. You got it.
Yes.
How am I a detriment? Tell me how I'm a detriment.
Okay. For someone defending themselves as a black man, you just because he killed them don't mean shit. How many ancestors done been killed of yours, motherfucker? Let me know. How many done died? How many done died? How many you done stood up for? Who you gonna die
If you don't get Rick Ross security guard off the screen, bro.
Wait,
no.
How many?
That's not Rick Ross security.
How said if he killed all the ancestors, how did we get here?
All of them.
Keep watching.
Kill all of them. I got a bald head, nigga.
Nigga, I'm telling you.
You done stood up for. Who you gonna die for?
You done?
Only you cheering?
You done?
What the fuck is
you gonna let them kill you too?
No, I'm gonna let you talk. I want you to show everybody just how racist your motherfucking ass is, big dog.
No. I ain't racist at all.
You definitely
racist at all.
Oh, you definitely racist, my nigga. You definitely racist.
No. Black people can't be racist, stupid.
How can black people not be racist? How can I'm a coon? I'm a coon? Okay, cool.
Yeah,
so I hope y'all understand.
Coon,
so now black people can't be racist and I'm a coon. How did we get here?
I know where he got that from. Yeah, my God.
I know
I had
exactly
$1 every time I heard that this month.
I bet you.
All right, so my question is, what do you consider racist?
So, are you about to hit me with the original definition of what racism is?
No, I want to know what is your definition of racist, because that's what I want to know.
Not liking mistreating people just because of the color of their skin.
Okay, so I thought that was called prejudice.
So here's the thing, right? Excuse me.
You could be prejudiced against a midget. You could be prejudiced against someone in a wheelchair. You could prejudice against someone who's left-handed.
Yeah, that's one understanding of prejudiceness. But he's actually right? But the problem is this: when you're racist, when you want, and this is just my understanding of the definition because I'm using my own like colloquials that I'm putting on it. But if I'm going out of my way and everything that I believe is against all of a person just because of the color of their skin or the excuse me, the collective of their community, then yeah, I'm a racist. Because then now the question is, can a homeless white man be racist towards LeBron James? The answer is yes.
Okay, so you're mixing prejudice then with the basically if you're going against any other race just because of their race.
To me, prejudice is if y'all remember that old quote or that old trope of if you're a woman and you're walking up the street, you see a group of guys, you cross over the street. But now I'll put race to it. If you're a white woman and you see a group of black guys coming up the same side of the street, you cross over, that's prejudice. That would be prejudice to me. Racist is that if she's approaching these black guys approaching, she's like, you niggers, that's racist. That's a different action. It's all about how you carry it out.
Okay. All right. I just wanted to know. I ain't know. Now that I know,
Because even black
You know,
people can be racist towards black people, right? Because we mistreat each other based on the color of our skin, and we understand the historical implications because of that. Not a problem, Mark. I appreciate you stopping by. But yeah, that's what racism is. Go ahead.
I mean, every demographic have that. No.
Yeah.
Every demographic had that within their demographic.
Yo,
Okay.
all the hatred that's in the black community with the complexion stuff, and even in the Spanish communities, came from one dumbass story. That's all. It all has the same source. That dumbass slavery story. That's why it should be erased from the world and never taught to another child ever.
What do you mean, dumbass racist story? What do you mean by that?
The history, the slavery story is a dumb fucking story that they tell them kids. It's stupid as shit to tell a kid that story of any color.
Is it not true?
I don't know. I don't believe it, but it could be. But to tell it like an innocent child, when a child is born, it's born innocent. It doesn't have your bullshit with it.
Correct.
You give it your bullshit. And that's part of it, man. You don't teach a small white child that his fucking great-great-grandparents murdered all his best friends' great-great-grandparents. It's fucking, it's evil as shit. Adults are dumb as shit, man. They're much dumber than children.
This is where I push back at though, because we blaming things that should be taught in the household, and that's where it comes from, the household. It's their parents that's teaching them this more than anything. It's their parents that's teaching them this.
The story needs to go away from the world.
Hey, bro, speak. I'm putting you on mute for a second because I can't hear. Go ahead.
No one alive should ever tell a child about that slavery story or any of those other horrible ass stories.
I disagree with you on that. I think we should tell the story because if we don't know the history, then we're bound to repeat it.
Let me tell you why I know it's true. Because I haven't met one single human being that agrees with me. That's how I know it's right. And the majority is always wrong. Always.
Well, you believe in dragons. I don't believe in dragons.
There's dragons on billions of buildings all over the world, but they're not real.
Of course.
It's fucking crazy. Griffins and dragons on millions of buildings around the world.
So we have to teach our history, because if we don't, then we're just gonna have another run at it. Excuse me. Yeah. This is why a lot of people are so upset about they say moving. Huh?
You said if we don't teach our history, we what?
We're bound to repeat it.
That's what everybody says. That's one poem we heard from one of these fucking woke motherfuckers, man. That's where we learned it.
That's logic.
If that wasn't never said to you, you would have never repeated it, man.
I understand that.
A leader said that. One of our black leaders said that, and we chimed it on for decades and decades. That is
is it not true?
Lie. If you don't know history, you won't repeat it. Think with your mind instead of what everybody's saying, right? If you don't know what happened before,
Reese, did you smoke today?
In the world, you're gonna do it.
Reese, did you smoke today?
Nigga, my shit is lit.
I get it. I get his logic. His logic is, how could you repeat something you don't know?
How do you not understand that as an adult human being with a brain, dog? Everybody should grab that just like that.
No, I disagree. I'm gonna tell you why I disagree. Because just because you don't know something, don't mean that you're not bound to do this, to do a thing that someone else already did, right?
I don't think anybody is planning to put us in chains anytime soon. So if they bury the fucking story, I highly doubt we're going to end up in chains.
I understand that, but that's only because of human evolution, and also because we've been telling the story. We keep the story, we keep the history alive by teaching the history.
Did you hear what I said?
But
I heard what
history usually repeats itself, though.
Yes,
it's a poem. Somebody told you that history don't repeat itself. It's horse shit.
How in the hell do you believe this?
The people before us built castles. We built boxes with stones and glass. We didn't repeat what they did.
Damn.
Every group does something.
Damn you, Reese.
Why don't
you?
1250.
It's like I agree with you, Reese, but at the same time,
I'm saying.
1250. I blame you. This your fucking fault.
This is 5 years
because it's your fault. I ain't got nobody else to blame it on.
Yo, you have to understand that all these dumbass poems that these leaders and your big mama gave you was all horse shit. Your big mama loved you, dog. But she
So you think, wait. So you think, hold on. So you think Big Mama is teaching us shit? That's a lie.
All that same bullshit that all these leaders said, your big mamas was saying it too.
But here's the problem, though.
My grandmother was white and was saying it, dog.
But Reese, slavery had an ending to it. That's literally how we got. That's literally where we went to. What do you mean?
I'm talking about protecting the children. We already know that shit.
Yes, we protect the children by keeping them away from vile things. But when it comes to information based in history, we still should tell them. What do you mean?
No, you don't tell a white child or a black child that their ancestors hated.
Y'all got it. I got to step away.
You don't say that to any kid ever.
What?
Why don't people?
Okay.
Nobody gives a fuck about children. No one.
Okay.
Nobody.
I understand the logic, but the problem is
Impossible if you
but the problem is those people who didn't know that who initially did it, they didn't know that stuff either, but they did it. So how did they come up with it if they didn't even know, about putting people in chains and all that? They came up with it.
People don't like the truth about where the white man got the idea of slavery from. The white man learned, according to these dumbass books, the white man learned how to wipe his ass from niggas. So he learned everything else from niggas too. Hatred, bigotry, war, washing your ass, making wheels, right angles, right? White man didn't invent slavery, dog. Fucking crazy. Remember, they just got here.
Okay.
Hey, y'all, dinner just
to a new level.
Yo, hold up. Hey, yo, dinner just showed up. It's time to go eat dinner.
You ain't sharing. You mock us.
Hey, I'm sorry. Well, y'all know we do. All right, so 12:50. I don't know if you know this, but we do weekend at Willie's. We start at 3:00 in the afternoon, and we just go until we can't go no more. So y'all come back tomorrow at 3:00. I'll holler at y'all then, but I'm gonna go spend time with the family.
Hey Reese, you gotta repeat this, man. I gotta hear the rest of your thoughts with this one. Because I'm like 60% there with you, brother. I'm like 60% agree with you, my guy. But 40% I'm like,
right now. Watch this. I'll explain exactly to you what's happening in your mind right now. You understand fully, because you're a thinking adult, that everything I said is 100% real. You're struggling with what you learned in life from the books and from your elders.
Get the fuck out of my head, nigga. Get the fuck out of my head.
You need to do more drugs, dog. You don't do enough drugs.
I have. I'm just I'm driving trucks now because
you might not be old as me. But you remember back in the day when you were younger and that crazy motherfucker on the corner just shaking and talking to himself. He got a hat where he's collecting money and shit. He's saying all type of crazy shit. Turns out everything that motherfucker said was true, and all them dickheads walking by him laughing at him, dead. Everything he said.
Hey.
Yeah.
Holla at y'all niggas later. Y'all out of here. Peace, y'all.
Peace, man.
See y'all tomorrow at 3:00 for weekend at Willie's. It's time to eat dinner. For all you niggas that's mad, stay mad. Until then, holla.